Plight of the people of the Ukrainian capital and across the whole country was clearly on Prince Charles's mind. He was in Essex to confer city status on Southend, granted by the Queen after the killing of its MP Sir David Amess last year. The killing, he said, was an attack on democracy. But the Prince then turned to President Putin's invasion.
We are seeing those same values under attack today in Ukraine in the most unconscionable way. In the stand we take here, we are in solidarity with all those who are resisting brutal aggression.
Prince Charles met Vladimir Putin on a state visit to Britain in 2003, then just a relatively new president of Russia. But he is a politician, it seems, the heir to the throne has never taken to. In 2014, on a trip to Canada, shortly after Putin invaded Crimea, the Prince apparently said, "And now Putin is doing just about the same as Hitler." It made sensational headlines at the time, but looks much less sensational after the events of the past week. William and Kate, meanwhile, were in Wales today, St David's Day. They voiced their support for the people of Ukraine at the weekend. The Duke and Duchess met Volodymyr Zelensky in 2020, and today he responded to their message in a tweet. He and his wife, he said, are grateful to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge that at this crucial time they stand by our country. Members of the royal family are duty-bound to be politically impartial and ordinarily go to great lengths not to criticise any country or any leader. But these are not ordinary times, and even though the royals can't always say what they want, they can also see right from wrong. Chris Ship, News at 10.
Finally, the suffering of the people of Ukraine has drawn people together all around the world and all around Britain wanting to help. In Ukrainian communities, and Polish ones too for that matter, collections of food, clothes and bedding are being assembled in halls and community centres, ready to send to Ukraine's borders. We've let some of the volunteers explain in their own words why they have got involved, or rather, Geraint did.
Look at it, it's incredible. You look at I've been writing labels for 6 hours and then you suddenly look up and you're like, wow, I mean, this is humanity, this is people, this is what can happen when everyone gets off their sofa and does something.
And what was it about the news pictures you've seen that made you want to do something?
The kids and the babies and the poor mums and...
What are you doing here, Barbara?
I'm just helping sort. I'm helping sort. At the moment, I've got a half bag full of women's clothes. I'm waiting for another thing to be sorted. I'll fill it up, bag it up, hand it to somebody, and it'll add to the enormous pile you can see over there. Children are dying. How can this be right? How can this be acceptable? How can we as human beings tolerate this?
They're trying to help as much as they can, even if it's some kind of small support, paracetamol, first aid kits, everything what they need. Yeah. Basically everything, especially clothes. This van is, and the next one is leaving UK today. This evening we have around 6-7 vans coming.
This is the only thing what we can do. We can't stop the war, but we can help the people who survived the war. And the Britain, which I think the Britain and the British is like a mother. The people, the British, they have a heart of gold. I'm sorry.
Where are you from, Elena?
I'm Ukrainian. I am from Vinnytsia, from center of Ukraine. Yeah. If we just want to say, Україно, тримайся, Україна понад усе. All world supporting you. So just be strong there, fight for your freedom. And all world is supporting you. That's what we can say from here.
A brief ray of hope tonight in an otherwise, I'm sorry, deeply gloomy picture as we and other NATO countries seem destined to spend weeks now standing by as we watch the Russians brutally trying to snuff out the flames of freedom in a major European country with all the horrifying human costs. We can only hope and pray the Ukrainians manage to hold on. Good night.